Good morning and happy Thursday. So funny thing, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today. I was debating between the Audible that I've been listening to, the segment that I'm listening to, The War on Drugs, and the course that I am revamping, which has to do with resentments. And this morning I was working on the part that's to deal with acceptance. And then, so I put my camera up on the thing and ready to go, and I look and I say, oh, I forgot my earrings. Oh, I forgot my bracelet. Stupid, right? But I hate when I am incomplete like that. I hate when I forget those things. So acceptance is the topic. Again, it's really minor. It's really not the big deal. But it reminded me because there's a lot of times in our lives where things happen and we develop resentments and we have a difficult time letting go of certain situations, hurts that have been done to us by other people, you know. And so when looking at this, and part of letting go is forgiveness, right? Particularly when it has to do with another person. And so, you know, I think a lot of people get caught up on not forgiving someone, not letting go, because they don't want to give that person the satisfaction. They don't want to let them off the hook. They want them to suffer. Like, I'm hurting, I want them to hurt too. But what people don't realize is that it doesn't work that way. So when you are holding on to a grudge, when you are not letting go and not forgiving that person, you are the one that is hurting. You are the one that is suffering. And that's why they say, you know, holding on to a grudge, having a resentment is like drinking poison, expecting your enemy to die. A lot of times the person that you have the grudge or the resentment on, they're not even aware, right? So they go on with their life and they're good. And so letting go and forgiveness is not about letting the other person off the hook. It actually has nothing to do with the other person. It's all about you. It's getting you out of that cage, getting you free from that pain. And, you know, forgiveness doesn't mean that what they did was okay. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to allow bad behavior. You do not have to allow that person to continue to hurt you. But forgiveness is a letting go and saying, perhaps saying, you know, that person did the best they could at that time. I'm forgiving and letting go and moving on. That's in the past. Part of letting go may be looking at, you know, what is it about that person or situation, event, what have you, that I can learn from, right? What can I take away from that particular thing? And so acceptance is accepting something for what it is, and resentment has a lot to do with acceptance of the past. Acceptance of the present moment can be difficult because you may be going through a challenging time, or, you know, you may lose someone, and, you know, accepting the fact that whatever happened, good, bad, or indifferent, happened, and you can't change that, you know. So looking at what can I change, what can I not change, and be realistic. If there's things that you can change about it, you know, it may be difficult to change, but sometimes there are things that we can change about a situation and we don't for whatever reason, and then we feel powerless, right? When the truth of the matter is we do have some control, we do have some power over certain things, and we have to be honest with ourselves and say, okay, what is it that I can do, right? I might not be able to bring that person back from the dead, but what can I do today? Maybe I can honor that person by, you know, if that person died of cancer, I can honor that person by maybe raising money for cancer research, or maybe I can, you know, volunteer as a driver for people that need to get their chemo treatments or radiation, whatever, radiation, I think it's radiation treatments, and then they can't drive themselves. A lot of times, you know, when they don't have anyone to bring them, the radiation makes them really, really sick. And so you can volunteer, you know, doing that. So there are many things that we can do, and sometimes they may take some effort, but looking at that. So accepting what is, looking at what you can change and what you can't change, and what you can't change, you know, learning to accept it is what it is. I always find the best thing for me that helps me, and it doesn't always happen in the moment, I'm going to be honest, because sometimes I struggle. But what helps me to let go and accept things is to look for the opportunity for growth. Look for something that I can take away, that I can learn from that situation. There's always something you can learn. And I really do believe that everything happens for a reason. So when I'm going through a difficult time, and it happens sooner and easier because I've been practicing this. And that's the other thing I want to point out. Like, this type of stuff, if you're not used to doing it, it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of work. But I find the more I practice, the easier it is. First of all, the more aware I become of the situation, the sooner I become aware of the situation, and the easier it is to flip the script, so to speak. It doesn't mean that I won't be challenged, that I won't feel resentments, that I won't feel, these hurts. It's that I have tools and skills to deal with them, and the more I practice, the easier it is to utilize them, and the sooner I can get out of that pain. So the sooner that you realize, okay, this is something that I need to let go or accept or whatever, the less pain you're going to be sitting in for a longer period of time. I used to spend weeks sitting in resentment and pain, and some people spend years. And I have people that I had resentments for many years. But now it doesn't happen that way, and so it's a good feeling. So it takes some practice, and so I like murder mysteries. I like detective stuff. So I look at it as, I'm going to be the detective. I'm going to be the sleuth, and I'm going to search and look for what it is that I'm supposed to be learning from this situation, from this person, from this time, right? It helps me, and I've done a lot of research and reading, and this is one of the things that they suggest that helps other people as well. So I didn't invent it, but again, it's something that takes work and it takes practice. So accepting things you cannot change, changing the things that you can, letting go of that shit that's been weighing you down, and learn to let go and move on. Life's too short. So I hope this has helped you. I hope you have a wonderful day. It looks like it's going to be a fabulous day, at least here in southeastern Massachusetts. Remember to let the people that you love know that you love them. Send them that text. Give them a call. Give them a hug. And live your life enthusiastically, because there really isn't any other way. There is, but like I said, life is too short. So why would you want to live in pain? And if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram on Recovery Enthusiast. Check out my website, recoveryenthusiast.com. And until next time, guys, peace.